Hello, me lads and lovelies. Captain Edward von Arkham here, coming to you from on board the MHS Hysteria. We've just returned from a trip to ancient Egypt to visit an old flame of mine. Ah, Cleo, what legs you had, and a rather gorgeous set of eyelashes. Blimey, could that queen throw a party! Incidentally, Mark Anthony was a woman. Yes, I kid you not, he had lady parts. Don't ask me how I know that. It's a long story. I do miss that belt. Anyway, we've just returned and popped into my main laboratory in Coppersteam City, the flying fortress of the pirate brethren, and we have received a heap of messages from aspiring young brigadiers. And I thought I might oblige aforementioned aspiring young brigadiers with a brutal mocking. An answer, is what I said. Anyhow, our first missive comes from a Miss Alison Wonderland. How clever.
Did you think of that all by yourself?
It reads, Dear Captain Arkham, I do not wish to sound foolish, but do you have any relation to the character from the novel by Lewis Carroll? If I had a shilling for every time I've been asked that question, I could give up piracy. I wouldn't, but I could. As to your question, Allison, the short answer is no. The long answer is no. No. I am called the Mad Hatter because I am mad, and I wear a hat, and my hat is mad. As much as I adore Lewis Carroll and all of his works, Jabberwocky is one of my all-time favorites. I have nothing to do with Alice and Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland. Next time, think of a better pseudonym. I don't like puns. Puns are bad luck on my ship. And speaking of my ship, our next missive comes from a Mr. Hugh Bastard. Oh, you're so clever. I think I'll refer to you by your full title. It reads, Dear Captain Arkham, your ship is called the MHS Hysteria. Do you not mean to call it the HMS Hysteria? Is this a spelling error? If so, why don't you fix it? Well, first of all, Hugh Bastard, congratulations on misspelling spelling. Your parents must be so proud of you. Second of all, this is not a spelling error. My ship is proudly named the MHS Hysteria, for it is the Mad Hatter's ship, not Her Majesty's. As much as Vicky wants me ship, she'll never get her greasy, swollen paws on it. I hope that's cleared up the confusion, Hugh Bastard. Now why don't you go and scrub out your brain? Our next question is from a Mrs. Polly Wannacracker. I severely hope that you're a parrot. It reads, Dear Captain Arkham, I am not a pirate, but I am an aspiring time traveler. Do you have any tips or tricks of the trade that would be useful to an amateur chrononaut such as myself? Well, Polly, as it turns out, I do have a tip for you, and this applies to any and all potential chrononauts out there. Thoroughly evaluate yourselves. Time travel does strange things to a person. One intent on traversing its boundaries must be of stalwart will and have an untempered love of adventure. And it doesn't hurt to be stark raving mad. Although I am not normally one for rules, it does help to have a personal code by which to live a life of transtemporal adventure. My own personal code consists of 3 simple rules. Rule number 1, don't take what you can't carry with you. Rule number 2, don't leave behind what you can't live without. And rule number 3, no matter where you go, no matter who you meet, no matter what you see, don't get attached. That should do you good. Our next letter comes from a Miss Anonymous. That's it! You all think you're so clever, don't you? Puns are evil. You're evil! My apologies. This letter is actually signed Anonymous. My mistake. Anyhow, the letter reads, Dear Mad Hatter, is there a story behind your hat? Ah, my topsy-turvy topper. That is quite the story. It all started back when... I'm sorry, but it seems we're out of time. Maybe next time, Anne. Anonymous! I'm going to make sure my ship is still intact after all those bleeding puns. If we fall out of the sky, I'm coming after you. Until next time, stay mad, my duckies. Gunter, do something amusing. Oh, for pity's sake, that one's not even subtle. Put some effort into it, people.